This video is brought to you in part by PremiumBeat.com, an exclusive source of royalty-free tracks for your creative needs. If you like the songs in this video, go check out PremiumBeat.com in the description below. Today we're in Costa Rica. I'm here for like a week doing some like travel-esque videos for an event called the Alive Experience. That all corresponds with what I'm going to be talking about today, which is how to not make cliche travel videos. So I believe that the internet is just flooded with travel videos that all look sort of the same. They sort of are like carbon copies of another person's creation, which I don't really see the necessity of. I don't see why we need to do that. So today I'm gonna be talking about sort of 5 different things or 6 different things. I don't even know if there's a number yet. I'm just gonna say a bunch of different things that break down travel videos and how you don't have to make the same type of travel video that everybody else is doing. These are a couple of rules that I use all the time that can save your skin when it comes to the edit and when it comes to shooting. So let's break that stuff down. First one is to not use trendy transitions. We've all seen it. We've all watched all of those videos with like all of the, those sort of things, like the crazy transitions. Stop using those. You don't need to use transitions to motivate your video. Hard cuts are great. I utilize fades. For me, one of my favorite is actually sound effects.
Canada.
Sound effects are a great way to use transitions within your videos, and you only use transitions when they're needed as segues. For instance, like I don't think I've really made a travel video, or at least many that use the zoom in, zoom outs. If anything, I just use them for these videos. Whoa! So the next one is to not watch other travel videos for inspiration. I know I'm probably kind of a little blown out here, one sec. Now this is the #1 technique. If you want to just like press pause and not watch the rest of the video, you totally can, but I would recommend watching the rest. But this tip is really helpful. One thing that I see a lot of people doing is they copy other creators because it's a lot more comfortable to copy than it is to just sort of make your own thing. Now, you're totally cool to steal from other creators, and what I actually do all the time is I watch videos that are completely unrelated to mine. So for example, my latest video with like the whole double exposure thing, I saw no travel videos doing that. In fact, I watched the beginning of True Detective. I'm like, huh, that would be very cool in a travel video. And same goes for like my This Is Travel video, where it goes across Canada and it goes through like the book. I just watched a couple like Vimeo staff picks. I saw what they were doing with like, I think it was like a drama. They're doing like a flip book effect. I'm like, cool, that would make it look really cool in my video. And I didn't look at anybody else's travel videos. I looked at a genre that was completely unrelated to mine. And that's how I was able to achieve that thing. Oh, my next tip, which this actually kind of drives into who's sponsoring this video, is music drives a lot of your film. Now, what I like to do is I actually like to listen to a song before getting into the editing space. What I'll essentially do is sort of organize all of my footage, and then once I've organized my footage, I listen to music, I listen to soundtracks. I use, for a lot of like my more intense motivational type videos, I utilize PremiumBeat's music selection, just because it's a little bit more of an unused resource and an untapped resource for a lot of travel videos. And for me, I think the quality of the music there is amazing. It's super dynamite. So if you guys are listening or looking for some music tracks for your videos, I highly recommend taking a look at PremiumBeat's music selection. For my latest few videos that I've done, I've actually also used a good friend of mine, Robert J. Kemp. He is just an incredible artist who I know. So if you guys don't have the funds or finances, or maybe the music websites that you're utilizing aren't giving you what exactly you're looking for, if you have some musician friends, maybe support them. Use what they can create and utilize that friendship or connection to develop a really cool track for your video. Okay, the next technique I want to give you guys, God, this is such a weird angle to film at. Emotion goes further than motion. And by that, I mean, try and figure out what you felt while you were doing that experience. So maybe that gives you a little bit of time when you're at the place. Try and let that translate above whatever music choices, whatever stylistic things, color grade, sound design. How did you feel while you were there before you start layering it with cinematic templates? Okay, finally, it's something that can tie it all together. I think of this as a theme. What is the glue, the vessel, whatever just puts it all together. For my latest video that I did, I utilized double exposure. So I found an effect, I found something that could carry the narrative as like a stylistic choice that people would be like, oh, that's interesting, and it enhanced the emotions. Now I also did something like this with my other Cross Canada video where I used like flipping through the pages of a book. Again, it was like a stylistic thing, but it also helped convey the message, utilizing it as a vessel as opposed to just a stylistic enhancer, let's say like transitions and whatnot. And you can, I've listed a bunch of videos that I made in the past that utilize things as vessels, whether it's a musical thing, a narrative, an emotion, or even just like stylistically, like maybe it's a color grade or type of framing. Whatever it is, find some sort of stylistic element that you can sprinkle through your video that can help transfer the story. Now I'll make another video about this later on, which talks about like the vessels of stories and what are things that you can use, but essentially just figure out some sort of cohesive theme that can bring it all together and then launch it from there. And Vimeo's a really good place to do that. Anyway, I'm sweating my butt off. I'm dying here, and I've actually got to go back to filming this whole experience. For those of you who like what you're watching and like the music that played in this video, you guys can take a look at PremiumBeat's amazing music selection that they have there. Use it for your new travel videos to make them not cliche. And also, you guys can take a peek at all of my other YouTube videos, as well as the one that I've referenced a bunch of times in this. I'm super proud of it, really happy with how it turned out. And if you want to support the stuff that I'm doing, you can hit like, share, and hit the subscribe button if you want to continue following me on this journey. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go jump into a swimming pool and stop sweating so bad. It's 34 degrees out today.